But NiP warmed up versus Bait. They were looking like there's more to be seen from this team. Didn't really need to get out of second gear though, Neo. So curious if we'll see full potential here on Nuke. But we can kick this off. NaVi on the CT side. NiP will be a tease for this one as we get into that pistol. Our grand final starts right now, and Imma strikes for the opening pick.
Nice fight from Bit, gonna add the dualies. Oh, Imma lines up 2. I don't think he even realised. A little shell shock here as NiP are left down to 1, and Shush got it all to do. No chance, surely no chance in hell for this one. Imma gonna make sure of it. It is a masterful pistol from him. The dualies doing all the work.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale. Be smart like the terrorist.
You try and make a rotate round towards Trophy here, you could be caught on the cross, and one is prime for it. Oh no, Leto, you go back to fight him, but the timing, body blocks in front of the hut, the scope results in attack, the overwhelm on the response. Oh, it's all gone wrong. A round that could have been a good setup goes west. Makazi takes damage from the flames on the peak back towards main as well. And in the carnage, NiP, you get space to play with. Get on the bomb site, get that one punch down. Find themselves in a hefty post plant now.
That is a tilting one to let slip. If you're NaVi.
Opens up a lot that can be done for NiP if they can develop on this one. Double set up towards main side, response out, utility inside a squeaky, it's good. Burn towards the T-vent. Push round towards main. Reface from Imma. Good work back onto Ujerks and doubles up for 2. Snappy trapped in the corner, trying to throw the clip back in. Not meant to be. And it's all down to 1. Kaspersky. 1 versus 3 in the round. He's had some big plays throughout the event, man. He's usually good for some tough ones. Let's give him a fair try. Let's see what he gets up to on this.
He's got a bit of time to work with as well. 40 seconds. It's just about recovering that C4. That's the real issue. Makaze, he's tucked in a really difficult angle to clear. But he does have a Molotov. Molly ult vent. Potentially could make this a little dicey. He snuck his way out. C4 scooped. First fight found, but he just doesn't clear Makaze in towards ult. So a nice trade, a nice find, and a nice round for NaVi.
I think a lot of that firepower as well on a map like Luke, strangely enough as well, that you really see NiP struggle with if they can find that economy early. It's just not having Wrinkle come online with the AWP, bro. It's a world of difference. He does so much for this side in these kind of matches, especially when you're at these events. Makazi should be in a great spot here outside. Breaks the smoke open, looking for the cross, trying to read it on the timing. You get 3 of them slipping down the stairs, back towards Secret here. Ujerk's already set up in the control room. Snappy with 1, so Imma's out of the equation. We know he can be bombastic, but that's not quick enough as Kaspersky instantly puts the writing on the walls, Neo, that this will be another round for them. Change of fate, though.
Makaze has something to say about this. Alexi and Wonderful. Comms were a little rough from them earlier, but they're now called upon together in this clutch. 2 versus 3. Numbers don't favor them. Ujerk's low. Will take in a tag, but it's Shush who sits inside of that smoke and punishes Wonderful. And nothing Alexi can do bar save. He's already long gone and given up on this one. Only Utah. Towards main, stop that cross coming through. And we're going to re-smoke. Deny that coverage from Shush. Bit up on high. Kaspersky. What a swing, what a find. And a molly towards hell to deny rotation. So B-site once again under siege. But he has made that cross down. He's got to hit these shots. He only gets 1 before a quick trade will come through from Wrinkle. They can get a plant out here. Alexi going to try and be the one to deny a smoke to allow. They're trying to plot a solid and they will actually get that bomb down. Wonderful. Catching Ujerks brings the numbers back level, but this retake is still really hard to fathom for NaVi. They have no idea about the post plant.
Wrinkle with the AK, always a force to be reckoned with. Eyes trained on the right angles as well. There's no easy way in for NaVi, and time is getting cut shorter and shorter. Wonderful with 1. But look what's left to play with on the run-out. Wrinkle ready. Flicks across and banishes Alexi B from the site.
So far, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Also loving that new Corsair Saber V2. Go StarLadder, 10% off.
Oh, let's see if there's any discount on control of this round, though, as at the minute it's even trades. Back-to-back until Ujerks activates and Snappy strikes onto Alexi B. One by one. Starting to thin the herd till NaVi have only got one man left. Bit inside of the fence, breaks it on the quick hit. They're low on health as well. Room to play with. Wrinkle. So low, but still standing. And it stops Bit in his tracks. Could have been an upset. Ooh, let's see if NiP will be favoured here, though, with noise made on the drop. Doesn't even matter. It somehow still hits the shot on the 5-7. Basically ringing the dinner bell with the round. Nade cast back out, but it's blocked by Maggio in the corner, so he's all right to keep pushing on this. Paranoia as well pays off. Flicks back towards Snappy, smites him down. And this is good footwork done from Akazi in the round here. 2 picks and gets the piece out with the AK. Throwing a huge spanner in the works.
Emma. Can't connect. Can't react in time. Akazi can. It's all on the shoulders of Ujerks. He used to be walking away with a quad clutch here for a chance. 2 of them being pistols. What a round if NaVi can find this one in their favor. Oh, hang on. That is such a sharp shot. Drops down Ven. Oh, but he doesn't expect Wonderful. He was so close. And does well as he moves through main.
Still time to play with as well. Slight noise on the T roof ladder there, smoke over the top, window side, bomb on the move. Trying to subvert the expectations. Ooh, Shush with a strike. It's good. Bit does reply, and Imra's going to be able to assist as well. Alexi B in the close range quarters position does do enough and buys time for Wonderful. They didn't realize there was another one waiting there. And suddenly you're thrown into a rough spot for NiP. Crack shot, Kaspersky though, still looking to find a way back in. Walks out, good adjustment. Onto the bomb site, 10 seconds remaining. Got to grab the bomb, punch in those digits, jump for the peak round. Baited on the face, time ticking away, and Wonderful goes back in for the swing.
Of this half sort of running away a little bit for NiP. I mean, they're already up to 5, which I'm pretty happy with. Stats are favouring them. In a center, Snappy swings out on towards A. Looks for a second, can't quite find it. The trade back and forth, it is ping-pong Counter-Strike, but Bit and Wonderful combined to bring the numbers in favor of NaVi. 2 versus 3. NiP, one of which being a Tech 9, has got to go huge. It's laboured, and that'll see it off. 7-5 at the half. NaVi, a slight advantage. Can they continue it after the break? This worries me.
NiP, man. Yeah, playing quite a close chess game of CS on this one. You're giving a lot away for free.
Wrinkle pops up, gets one, gets out. No damage dealt just yet, but I speak too soon. Makaze and Wonderful kills a piece. But still the numbers favor NiP. 45 seconds to the Cypher. What this CT hold is looking like. They're both going to move down towards this lower site, but Jackie, they don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, it's the additional man on the server against them right now. 17 seconds as the double doors swing open. You got to get in there swiftly, and the CTs are already on the move, dropping down through vents. You're going to be able to face Decon, could deny the plant, doesn't force them off. They won't fall for it. The shots, though, those could follow up. It's only one. Wonderful in the clutch. P250 for the job. Sees the first, flicks back around. Overwhelmed by the fire rate of the Julies. And they get it in the quick draw. Find the defuse, back in for NiP.
Just desperately trying to close that door as well so he can try and A, reload, but B, set up a post plant. But
wanted to play this one a little bit slower, see if there's an extension out from NiP, depending on how they've read this round. Outside smokes cast in. Snappy obviously set up for this, at least close towards the box on the walkout with the MP9. Bomb just left in spawns. They're just playing a slow default. See if they over-egg it. And Snappy does. Walks in, Bit finds it. You get a little bit of stock now.
Uh-oh. Opener for NaVi. Despite the better firepower. Well, Ninjas in Pyjamas, they're left down to 4. So things do drastically change. A popping towards main. Extra's going to be a lot of pressure here. He gets the first. Well, he's 180 to trying to escape it. Fall back towards the site to set himself up for another. They can't. Back and forth, but it's Wonderful and Bit who crack open A and leave U-Jerks in a tough clutch. 1 versus 2. Bomb goes down. So another post plant for NaVi looking to convert this one. And they're sneaking in. He ice the first, but does he expect the flank as well? Single doors. Bit moves his way forward. He's clinical, as always. And Bit nails U-Jerks right at the tail end there. A 1 versus 1. So much stock in that one. And Kaspersky's low now boosted in towards Mustang.
Watch U-Jerks on this. He's prime for these.
Oh,
There's
hello.
the first. Once more. Second's good. Give us the triple U-Jerks. Complete the story on the ramp defense. Wonderful. Wants none of it. Backs off. Trapped in position towards Trophy, though. And they're hunting for him. U-Jerks finds free. Finally completes the prophecy and goes down. Makazi looks to try and upset if he can. 20 seconds. Bomb at their feet. Grabs the Galil. They'll swing and complete it. That was good, man. Good bit of flair.
Yeah, life left of this NiP side just yet, you know. This is far from over.
That's what you want. That's what you want to see. Keep it competitive here in the grand final. A lot on the line, a lot of legacy. And we said in the past, of course, seasons back, some of the history tied to these organizations. So StarSeries, be awesome to see who gets to edge their name into that trophy once more come the culmination of this. Inside of the action here, though. Just over a minute on the clock. Secret going to be set ablaze as Snappy slips back down the stairs and posts up on a more defensive angle. Bit of outside control taken from the T side with Squeaky blown off and Imma in position. Caught sleeping at the wrong time. It could be an opening pick, but Kaspersky denies, and so does Shush. 2 frags back. The main hit comes in. Kaspersky living on borrowed time until Bit stops it.
They're holding. Well, Bit was holding. Thankfully, because they double checks as he doubles back. All on faces a little bit, but it's NaVi 3 rounds ahead, 3 rounds away. Looking good. Let's look good as well. On the alleyway. Aurora desktop. And Aurora down towards outside. They give that control so early.
He's already scoped up step side. You got a bit of a lobby crunch as well with the CT sniffing out where everyone else is. NaVi on the meantime. How do they opt to play this one? Tribate out the shot. Molly over for the run across. Wrinkles waiting. It's a good first flick. Backs off instantly as well. Repositions. Comms across to the team what's happening and slows down the initial play from NaVi. Ooh, that's a bit of a play though. Bit strikes back. Wrinkle misses. Mistakes made and room for NaVi here.
Wrinkles posted right at there, but a smoke will make life difficult, so reposition. He's actually out in the open. And that'll cost him his life. Save for Kaspersky, but U-Jerks here with the MP9. He's so low, so the chances of winning this feel slim, but it's not exactly like Imma and Bit are much healthier. He's going to creep his way through. Window broken. Imma waiting for the fight, and he'll nail the shot as well. It was all about who spots who first. And Imma comes out on top. Jot the Desk mentioned it as well, and they talked about how this veto process is actually really difficult for NiP, and we're seeing the kind of culmination of it now. NaVi, kind of across the board, just have so many stark advantages they can fall back on. I can't complain with how things are going at the moment. They're going to trade nades through that smoke. U-Jerk, his Deagle can't sing as loud as it did last time out, and the flash will force Wrinkle away. So they have to relinquish just B-Ramp control, and
in terms of the angles as well, they haven't caught sniff of anyone in rotation. You still got 40 seconds to set their eyes on the site they want to confirm this one too. And with everyone grouping up on Heaven, it'll be an A-side play. Snappy walks into the back and spots one. And this might help them a little bit here. If Shush can just hold back the push. Good flick down from the flash. Tried to readjust the crosshair, but they get onto the bomb site, and Snappy's got a lot to do.
Nice. All on Kaspersky is now solo. No chance. No way. Doesn't clear Mustang. And that'll be closed out by NaVi in an even more of a dominant fashion than the first time out, which is maybe a damning sign for NiP in this series. Really, really great work there. 13-7.
Thank you very much, Frankie. We're excited to kick this one off. Second map, potentially the end of our grand final here for Star Series Season 19. NiP on the CT side to kick us off, barreling down middle into NaVi. Your T side that is being reduced to rubble by Wrinkle, and already it looks like it'll be a rapid round for NiP.
Wow. Obviously just saw what happened in the last map. Let's see, Snappy's up close. He's up close, but he should have confirmed close to him first before fighting in towards second. The AWP missed shot. Makaze dead. Wonderful follows suit. And Nate that bounces in the face. Immer and Alexi are reeling. NiP, despite not starting the round well, they're looking pretty good.
No, it's been a really good turnaround in this one, mate. You're going to be over the moon with it. I mean, coming out swinging. And this shows, you know, they're not scared to take any sort of aggressive fights on this. Ujerks embodies that with this round overall. Even gets another one here with control towards bottom second mids. This is the fight we didn't really see them have an opportunity to present on the first map. So really looking good here. These are the telltale signs of NiP coming into this series, willing to fight and wanting to go down by their own sword. Alexi B, so low on health, falls finally as Kaspersky gets visual on that one. And Snappy, he's licking his lips on this one, waiting for a chance to pop up and make a play towards Banana with how low they are. As soon as that smoke fades, he's ready to swing round on this. 47 seconds on the clock. Shush survives inside the apartments versus Big. Snappy's ready for it to come knocking. Spray down's good for 2. Even cast back in towards the close left as well, begging them to peek more. The USP gets the head of Wonderful, and it's only Immer left.
Man, what does he actually do here as well? Getting towards the site itself is going to be next to impossible, but he's just isolating these fights. A little pre-fire, but he meets one of his own from Kaspersky.
Wrinkle. He's been looking so damn good. Very fly performance from him so far on NiP. Inferno. That's why we were saying, man, even with some good rounds back on the first map, it wasn't the Wrinkle that we know he's capable of. He loves looking to instigate opening picks for this team, takes some aggressive fights. He's usually so mechanically gifted in those moments. Ujerks tested with so many opponents in front of him. Couldn't prioritize the right target, and this gives them a way into the B site at least. Well, a few times we've seen NaVi get into this position, retake a mounting. 3 versus 3, low HP bars all round. Can they make magic on this one?
It's very doable. 2 kids to work with. And a belt of Utah on Kaspersky. Absolutely a possibility. Volleying towards Nu. Nobody there. Got to expect Dark Player there. Some fashion. And yeah, Shush. Nice double clearance from him as well. Up on high in the second of him.
Bigger factor is this double player setup inside of the apartments with Wrinkles. They're having that AWP primed on position. So if they try and set their focus on this late A now, you're going to get that contact. Shush then could try and steal away Boiler. He comes with a backstab. He just does it single-handedly. Peeks in. So Wrinkle, you train in that crosshair on quad. NaVi have to fight for brackets, and this might be where their back is broken. Kaspersky set up on the angle. He's been lethal already. This one's a bit of a laboured spray. 1-for-1 trade. But NaVi, the longer it goes on, the more crickety around the edges it looks.
Agreed. The worse and worse it gets as things are progressing. I mean, Wrinkle, even just this position, whether he takes a fight or not, is so strong. Oh, what a bad time to turn, though. Wrinkle could be caught on the back line. Should be dead to right. And he is. That is so unfortunate. The door opened up a little bit. Alexi and Makaze are both low. Shush will drop down. that first engagement. Swing and a 5. Trade, not good enough. And Shush gets 2. Looks for 3. Can't quite find it. Wonderful to drop him. But a 1 versus 2 and time is ticking. Needs to get this bomb down. He just about finds it as Snappy looks to try and deny after the fact, and he will. Oh my, from bad to worse for NaVi. They just about squeak out a plant, which is... Rinko can stay posted. How's the reactions? There's a boiler pop brewing here as well. Boys the flash. He set himself up for that boiler fight. Needs to hit the shot. Kaspersky who does. He looks for 2, but he can't quite get it. So Wrinkle called upon to save this round a little bit. It's a 3 versus 4, but HP is vulnerable. He can't pull out the pistol out in time. The sight is fallen. A smoke down Moto. And finally, this is surely got to be an RV round. There's money to work with, so they can give this a go if they want, but I don't see NiP getting back in towards this A site. Everything is pointing to NaVi finally getting on the board here.
Yeah, time getting down towards the bitter end, right? You're setting up just to look for the exits, realistically. I mean, Ujax can attempt to make a bit of a play on this one. Walk out balcony sides, but quick swing from Imar. Oh, mate. Puts the barrel in the belly there. Shot straight up. Another one down. So finally, they do get themselves on the board. 1 round secure here in the 9th. It's a bit of a slower round, just playing that default. It's been a lot of pushes from NiP. So as soon as they pull the plug on that, NaVi are waiting these out, expecting face. It's a good bait play on the peak down as well. Wrinkle looking towards the left, has his head ripped off. And they've got a bit of a setup to work with now. I mean, space to play if they go for this execute on A.
Smoke block. Kaspersky, 1. Position as well for the second. Smoke to try and deny him. You don't really want to be peeking into an AWP. He's trying to sneak through that smoke Shush, but that's audacious and it'll cost him his life. Like you just called upon to shut down this initial push, but he can't. Wonderful will catch him through that box. And surely now the round all but confirmed. I say that before Snappy gets one of his own. Trying to open things up a bit. Catching ahead of Snappy, and I think Kaspersky gonna make the smart call to get out of dodge. He's falling away to save, and NaVi find a second.
Even further damage done. Fragmenting with the smoke deep back towards bottom banana. Snappy goes to pick up the 3rd. That one's on target. Kazi blown away. Molotov dashed out. Wonderful panicking to try and extinguish that one. Does get a quick shot onto Ujax in the meantime as well. So it is a 3 versus 4. Lexi B, with half his health licked off him, limps away from Banana and joins the others. The duo that have got a bit of control towards Arch comes down to Kaspersky and the backup of Shush in pit here. Need to repel them from attacking the A side.
Tapping away. The one's not bad. The bomb caught on the cross, and what a bad place for to spill forward as well. Oh, women, that makes life difficult. We have to commit to going in here, and Snappy will snatch away that attempt.
This sort of more basic play is just being able to use the utility to control so much of the map, the early flow, right? The sheer tip damage you've been able to deal with the HEs consistently before even having to face or give them a chance to any bullets back. It's made it far harder for NaVi's T side as it's flowed on. Snappy's just had all the confidence in the world to fight bottom banana. 9 times out of 10, he's caught them with a nade in their hands, and this is another one where it might go down like that. Makazi not ready, throws the smoke, tries to flick back. Snappy secured that. Blood in the water at bottom B, and he wraps back to play towards the wall, forcing their hand up through brackets here, where the rest of NiP is sitting in wait. Wrinkle goes down, there's an opening, and Shush falls, okay. NaVi starting to get a bit of a move on into the site. They make the plays work.
NaVi, what have you got for us? Well, the bomb is the answer, and Molly down as well. Oh, Lexi, what are we going to do here? Oh, yeah, that's going to catch him just on the edge of that smoke. Tried to peer through, not to be, but 3 rounds only for NaVi. A big ask required for them after the break.
You need the pistol and then have to keep your heads above water the entire way through. Far easier pipeline towards the finish on Inferno for NiP. They make their move up towards the A site. Wonderful in position with the backup of Bit. It's a good first connection already. They double up. And there's not much to be said about NiP in this round. Only Snappy remains. The pistol's been well and truly repelled.
Oh, hang on. Snappy. Surely no chance in hell. He's not even going to get close to recovering that C4. So,
see just how far this one can go. Flash at the top towards Banana side. McCarthy looking to get a bit aggressive, take a leaf out of Airberg from the first half. Dashes the smoke back in, tucks in towards Sandbags. Ujak so quick with the tech. And it's two nice picks, actually. I mean, yeah, they traded out, but Imma's only just arrived, so they've got a bit of time to make a blitz up towards the bomb site, span through the broken smoke. But Wrinkle gets the bomb planted. Two deadly players left to hold on. And Kaspersky gets into the back. Hand trigger discipline for it. One's good, but the flick's not quick enough. Wrinkle runs through them, but Wonderful expects it and still finds that one.
Oh, man. There was a moment there that...
McCarthy's going to walk back in, goes contact for it. They're right here on the lip. Alexi B, getting close to the wall, timing on it. Ujux boosts up, finds that. Wrinkle assists. And it's deja vu. Imma, what are you going to do this time? Spray them down, that's the answer. And it makes the difference. Again, though, Ujux and Kaspersky on the bomb site. Only one left through the smoke, fighting the demons that come for him. And he's still staying alive. Can plant the bomb now as well.
That's the one at the middle. Side, no, but there's no chance. Trying to deny them pushing through that smoke. A nice player. 1-2-3 call, and they swing through the smoke. Those rollbait odds could swing and potentially down to this. Kaspersky first to find Makaze falls.
It's always looking a little bit uncomfortable in these fights towards Banana Man. So many of these rounds repeating in a similar fashion, but this time it's far better when it comes to the armory available for NiP. They get onto the bomb site with so many more numbers, and Kaspersky does it again. Tap through the smoke, reads the room, bullet to the head of Alexi B. And this time it should be all nips. There's no chance for that retake here. They're going to get to 10 off the back of the 3 rounds testing that B site.
Yeah, that's conditioning right there, but in a way, I love the call. It's like, right, we'll try it first time with upgraded pistols. Doesn't work. We got close, though. Second time, we'll try it again. Upgraded pistols, a few lesser rifles to work with. We get very close once again. This time, it's like, okay, we got full loss bonus. We got a bomb plant. We got 4 kills to work with. Now we've got real rifles to work with. Let's give it a go once again. And this time it works. We're so close. Let's not give up on this. Spit. We'll find Snappy. Imma is going to be tested probably at the end here. He will be. And it's a test, which he passes with flying colors. He gets a double kill at the tail end just to survive. Is that forced by the committed to it? As usually pick to the Mac 10. So, not if you find this one. You get an 8th, and the 9th is also basically a gift as well. That's a 1-round game. And this map is right back on for NaVi. It's not a good start for Snappy.
He's been trying to swing his weight around as well. He's been finding good impact into rousing the troops and some of these push towards top Bananas. That's going to slow them down massively. Doesn't help either when Shush gets caught sleeping, and Wonderful just holding them back one player at a time with the assist of the captain himself. NaVi finding solutions to recover this now.
6 of the last 7 rounds have gone the way of NaVi, and they look to continue that streak. And if they can do so here, once again putting pressure on towards the Econ, full blind, what support from Alexi. He's just bailed out that young rifle, and Makaze was in a lot of trouble there as he's caught by the flash, but leading by example as Alexi finds the opener. That's so important in that IGL head-to-head. And now a real difficult decision. Snappy got a call from the grave, and where do we want to finish here? They've got no information about what that B setup looks like, bar that there is 2 players at least here. And a re-ingress in. They're peeking towards the orb, so a 3rd player's around this corner. Surely we don't want to continue to commit towards B, but they might just have to do so because they have no other options.
They're just funneling themselves into the abattoir that's been erected here towards top Banana, right? One by one, giving themselves up to the task. So it's a real struggle of a round to contend with now. 38 seconds on the clock. Limited utility, 2 smokes, 1 Molotov. 2 CTs on the bomb site playing off each other. Wonderful. He has the incendiary and so does Makaze, but they want to stay trained on the angles with the weapons themselves for now. Dialed in onto Kaspersky. The first's good. The flames forcing him off the spot. He's going to keep it locked anyway. And the flick is perfection. Wonderful. Withstands everything thrown at him at the gates of B.
And if they take the lead, I think that's already this map, this series done for NiP.
I've tried this a few times. Oh, it's been a bit rough. In the past, you've been able to get site control. Here, though, you're gunned down on entry. Mikaze, good work with a quad kill.
Great. Wonderful. Has to peek through the flames. He gets smoke down in front of it, so he catches U-Jerks. Bit took early damage to a molly nade combo, but stays alive. And they're going to re-aggress towards Banana. I love this. Wonderful going to post up on high on top of half wall. Snappy, you need to be very careful. And actually, the 4x3 and the scoped in sells Wonderful. So Snappy answers back.
The utility play from NiP to start this one up was really good. It was nice chip down, which slowed down some of the plays from NiP. But every turn, when they're presented with a fight, they're winning it. And that's the issue. That everyone on this T side is now faced with down to just two. Kaspersky and the backup of Shush. Unaware of where exactly NaVi could be. All the map in their hands, bomb down, you're forced to retrieve it and set your focus on that. Mikaze just knows. Kaspersky through the smoke, taken down. And NaVi have their fingertips hovering over confirmation of that map, series, and tournament point in one foul swoop.
So damn close now. All Shush can do is save. 30 seconds to do so, but not only the individuals, the coach, but the supporting staff behind the scenes just securing things up for a NaVi side who need to lean on. This is a lot better. The mentality really showing. So resistant. Imma for two to mow down this B onslaught, and he looks for more. He's 1 point of HP, but he sticks around for the fight no less. Confidence here. A flash that'll bound around the corner, and Wrinkle might want to test this, but they're thinking about getting out. They know there's another one here. Wrinkle, he's got to try and hunt it, but he walks straight into him. Alexi gifted a freebie as he drops a smoke of his own, a flash to try and reposition. He'll finally fall to the hands of Snappy, but surely this is it. Two remaining, make that one. Shush's head snapped off his shoulders, and it's Snappy in a 1 versus 4 to save face for NiP. This map has fallen apart. Only 1 round in this second half. And NaVi, 1 kill away from a trophy, their first of the year. And going back-to-back in these matchups against NiP. Snappy 17 points of HP, a swing and a find. It's Imma to close it. NaVi 13 to 10, 2-0. Jackie, what a recovery in map number 2. Yeah, exactly. They've got a fabled history, of course, with this tournament and with these trophies. A lot of respect to be shown across both of these two sides, but it's a similar result. It's been a long time, hasn't it? But after such a long time, Star Series Season 19, your champions are NaVi.
What a surprise. Cans for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale. Be smart like the terrorist.